everyone. This is Faith Howard Mooney, SVP of Member Engagement at the Mortgage Collaborative, and this is Inside the TMC Family. I have with me today Abbee Howes, who is the VP of Retail Lending and Fulfillment Manager at Bangor Savings Bank. Thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to chit chat with you today.
Yeah. Do you want to just share just a couple of words about Bangor and who you are and where you are before we get
Sure,
going?
yes. So we are a community bank located in Bangor, Bangor, Maine. So we are very east and very north. Our lending footprint is all of New England. And then we also do the Carolinas and Florida as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's get going here and learn a little bit more about you personally. So, share with us what your first job ever was.
So my first job ever was in a restaurant, a little diner in my little small hometown. And I started out as a bus girl, so
Okay.
cleaning tables and serving coffee and all of that fun stuff. And then eventually worked up to kind of doing all things, including, waitressing and wherever we needed help um, around the diner.
Yeah, that's so cool. A lot of people start out in a very similar type of fashion. And I usually say it like either makes you realize what you really want to do, or it lets you know what you don't want to do. A lot of people have said it enhanced their customer skills. They learned how to deal with customers by being in that position.
Very
So
much the face-to-face, people are passionate about their food and so it really is good training for dealing with customer experience.
yeah, for sure, for sure. How did Len from there? Obviously, that was probably when you were younger. How did you end up in mortgage?
So it actually was that sort of career path that landed me in mortgage. So I worked in restaurants through high school and through college. And when I was in college, I worked here in Bangor in like a fine dining restaurant. And I met a friend that I became really close with, and she worked for a local bank in the mortgage department.
Oh my
So
God.
as I was getting ready to graduate from college, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I had a business degree, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I want to do, but I need a job. So just chit
Yep.
chatting with her, and she's like, well, we need a mortgage loan processor, and I was like, well, I don't know what that is, but I'd be happy to give it a try. So I did, and started there. And then it's funny, she had come to Bangor. So then she got me the job at Bangor, and I've been here for 18 years, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Good for
yeah, it was really
you.
that first starting in the restaurant that got me to mortgages.
Very interesting. It's always all about the people that
Yeah.
you meet, no matter where you are. But that's a fabulous story of
Yeah.
how you got here, and maybe a little bit more natural than some other people who just end up landing here and they're not even sure how it happened. That's
Yeah.
awesome. If you, in looking back, on things, is there something that you just wish someone would have told you in the beginning that you would, give that advice to someone coming into the industry now?
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the greatest things to keep in mind if you are mortgage passionate is like the perspective and time perspective. I think I wish I had learned sooner. And one thing that I try to, manage down is keeping in perspective, is this going to matter 5 days from now, 5 weeks from now? 5 months from now, 5 years from now? And if the answer is no, then you probably just should, what did I learn? Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
So I think, you get so passionate about mortgage and, the products you're delivering and the impact that you're having on people that we can be a little bit hard on ourselves. And so sometimes things just feel like they're just like this huge, but in perspective, it's. We're not
I
doing open heart surgery where nobody's gonna, be injured. We could just keep moving.
I absolutely love that. That's one of the best comments to that question I think that I've ever heard. I also love the term mortgage passionate. I think that, I mean, people stay in our industry. It's kind of in
Mhm.
your blood. I love that term. I think that describes a lot of people that
Yeah.
I know that are in mortgage. So I love that.
Mortgage either makes or breaks you, right? Like it's you either know you're in it for the long haul or you're like, no, thank you.
That's so true. Sometimes people try to leave, but they never quite make it there, do they? I mean, it's like you're drawn back in somehow. If you weren't in mortgage, what would you be doing?
So if I could get up every day and mow lawns and do gardening and landscaping, that is what I would be doing every
Oh
day.
my gosh,
Yeah,
good for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Good for
Love
you.
it. That's my passion is being outdoors and doing landscaping and gardening and mowing and all that fun stuff.
That is so cool. We have a couple of people in actually our TMC family that you should hook up with and have those conversations on our team, actually, that are in a very, very similar boat.
If we could share garden photos.
Oh yeah, and plant advice, and we get some of that sometimes on our calls. So that's always nice. If you've been in the TMC family for a while,
Yeah.
and I would love to just hear what your favorite thing about being within the TMC family is.
Yeah. The TMC family, like having access to everything that encompasses is it's the tool, it's the resource that's always on, right? So in every meeting or with every topic or with every brainstorm, it just even, yesterday in a meeting, like let's find out what other people are doing. Whatever the topic is, whether it's systems that we're using or compliance or processing, ways that we're processing things, you can ask the question and get a variety of responses and guidance, and even if there's a meeting that you can't attend, an operations meeting where you can send the question along and then get the answers.
Yeah,
So it's always on, it's always there, it's a tool for you, and the relationships that you build, especially at the conferences, are just tools. They're just people that you can always count on.
yeah, yeah. It's my favorite
Yeah.
piece as well. It's a resource. We always talk about it last when we bring people into our network, the team that we have and how passionate they are about
Mhm.
mortgage and getting people those answers. And I always think we should move it up in the conversation because it truly is what it is. I
Truly
appreciate.
makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. We're all very much interested in promoting and helping our lender members to grow their business or do whatever they want to do, as far as that goes. And it's the people are a very, very important component of being able to do that. I appreciate you doing this with me. This has been just a huge amount of fun.
That's so
Um, and we're going to be in your neck of the woods, or at least
I know
close.
it's Boston, right? Yeah. I can't
And
wait.
I know in September, and I just absolutely positively cannot wait. I think everybody's feeling that way about being in New England. So at that time of the year,
Especially at the great
like
time of year. That's a great time of year to come to New England. Yeah.
that and the Red Sox Yankees has helped out a little bit too. So we cannot wait to see you then. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I look forward to talking with you soon.
Yes. Thank you. It's great to see you.